The night pulsed with tension, a quiet so deep it seemed to hold its breath. In Pinewood, a suburb of manicured lawns and glowing streetlights, a shout sliced through the stillness. Ethan Caldwell stood in his driveway, his silhouette sharp against the porch light, his voice a control growl. Two men in ill-fitting navy polos, their faces smug with fake authority, hovered by his silver Jeep, an orange violation sticker glaring on its windshield. They mocked him while VYing a clipboard and threatening to tow his car parked legally on his own property. What they didn't know was that Ethan, a trainer of elite security operatives, was no ordinary neighbor. And what unfolded next would unravel their scam and forge Pinewood into something stronger than ever. It was late April, the air crisp, the kind of morning that made Pinewood feel like a magazine cover. Red-tiled roofs gleamed under a lazy sun, hedges trimmed to perfection, sprinklers hissing in rhythm. Ethan, 42, stepped onto his porch at 6 a.m., coffee in one hand, phone in the auth-era ritual born of discipline. At 6 feet 2 inches, with short brown hair and a lean, powerful frame, he was a quiet enigma to his neighbors. Polite, reserved, maybe ex-military. Those who knew him understood he was far more. That morning, his routine shattered. An orange sticker marred his Jeep's windshield, parked squarely in his driveway. Bold letters screamed, "Violation, unauthorized vehicle. Subject to tow. Pinewood Enforcement Division." Ethan's jaw tightened. Pinewood's HOA had dissolved 4 years ago after a legal fight he'd helped win. This was no mistake, it was a provocation. He spotted them, two men by a rusted white pickup, magnetic decals reading neighborhood compliance patrol. The older one, Carl, stocky with a gray goatee and mirrored sunglasses, chewed gum like it was a weapon. His partner, Vince, wiry with a patchy beard, clutched a clipboard. Ethan approached, coffee in hand, voice calm but edged. "Explain why you're defacing my property." Carl smirked. "Improperly parked. Driveways are communal VY-ability zones. Regulation 7.2. Ethan's eyes narrowed. "No, HOA here. I helped shut it down." "You're trespassing." Vince shifted, glancing at Carl. Carl leaned in. "New oversight committee. Paperwork's pending. Move the car in 48 hours, or it's towed." Ethan sipped his coffee, unflinching. "Show me ID." Carl flashed a cheap plastic badge. "Neighborhood compliance officer, private authority." Ethan's voice was flat. "That's fake. Step away from my vehicle." Carl's grin widened. "Back off, buddy. You're the problem here." Vince mumbled, "Don't make this worse." Ethan stared them down. "Touch my car again, you'll regret it." Carl laughed, mock flinching. "Ooh, scary. Call your mommy." Ethan said nothing, letting silence speak. Then, quietly, "Have a good day. We'll talk soon." He noted orange stickers on 3 other houses. This wasn't a one-off, it was a scheme. And Ethan, tactician and protector, had a mission. Inside, he re-VY-EU'd doorbell cam footage. Carl and Vince cruised the cul-de-sac, targeting homes with closed blinds or empty driveways. Predatory, calculated. Ethan listed 7 marked houses, including his. He started with Clara Hensley, a widow in her 70s, her bungalow adorned with birdhouses. He knocked, stepping back. Clara opened the door a crack. "Ethan, everything okay? Did you get a violation notice recently?" Her face fell. "Yes. They said my roses blocked the sidewalk. I paid a $90 compliance fee to avoid trouble." Ethan's stomach churned. "Paperwork." Clara showed him a pink receipt from CIVYC Harmony Group, a P.O. box address, no phone. Ethan snapped photos. "Clara, they're scammers. You did nothing wrong. If they return, call me, don't answer." Her eyes widened. "Oh, Lord. I just wanted to follow rules." Next, he cited Ja Torres, a new dad with a newborn. Ja bleary-eyed, nodded. "Got a ticket on our van. Said it was too close to the curb. Then it was towed to law $450 to get it back. The tow company, Siva V Recovery Sare VYCES, no website, just a number." Ethan canvassed more homes. 3 paid fines from due law 50 to due law 100. 1. Aisha, a single mom, showed a letter threatening escalation over her son's basketball hoop, dripping with fake legalese. The scam preyed on the vulnerable busy parents, retirees, people who'd pay to avoid conflict. That night, Ethan sat in his office, laptop glowing coffee cold. He traced CIVY, Harmony Group, and CIVA V Recovery Sayer VYCES to a shell LLC in a neighboring county P.O. box. No digital footprint. The tow company's number linked to Carl Dempsey, 50, with a record. 2 dismissed charges for impersonating an officer. Vince Malone, 29, co-owned the tow operation. Not masterminds, but practiced. Ethan stared at the sticker he'd peeled off his Jeep. It's adhesive tacky. This wasn't about his care, it was about Clara's fear, Aisha's stress, Vyo's loss. Bullies weaponizing trust. Ethan's gaze shifted to his tactical closet. He dismantled them. He set a trap. He parked his Jeep, as before, adding a second car on the street legal, but bait. Motion sensors and hidden cameras went up. At 10:30 a.m., the pickup returned. Carl photographed the streetcar. Vince peeled a sticker for the Jeep. Ethan stepped out. Step away from my vehicle. Vince jumped. Sir, per regulation, Ethan cut in. No regulation. No HOA. You're impersonating officers. Carl swaggered over. Back off, hero. Ethan grinned cold. I'm counting on it. A click from the shrubs cameras. From in emerged Ethan's instructors, ex-military, calm but imposing. Meet my team, Ethan said. Carl paled. Vince dropped his clipboard. Leave now, or talk to the sheriff. They fled, tires screeching. That night, cameras caught a masked figure slashing Ethan's tires at 3:00 a.m. Carl S. build, his gate. By morning, his mailbox was smashed, a note inside. Back off. Ethan called the sheriff. Complaints were mounting. A retiree paid due law $500 to avoid a fake fine. A veteran lost due law $800 to a tow. The sheriff promised action, but Ethan moved faster. He rallied his team for ex-military operatives, creative within the law. They compiled EVY Denke, VY Deos, receipts, LLC filings, and in turn linked Vince's tow company to an unlicensed junkyard. They shadowed Carl and Vince, catching them pressuring a new couple over a fire lane violation for due law $250. Ethan stepped in. They're scammers. Call the sheriff. Carl squared up. Stalking us? That's harassment. Ethan didn't blink. You'll see harassment soon. His team boxed in the pickup. Carl shoved Ethan a mistake. Ethan sidestepped, letting Carl hit the pavement gently. Stay down. The couple called 911. Ethan posted blurred VY Deos online. Fake HOA scammers exposed. It hit 40,000 VYUs in 36 hours. Local news ran it, then national outlets. The scam spanned 3 counties, fleecing dozens. Carl and Vince were arrested within days, charged with fraud, impersonation, and property damage. Their companies were dissolved, accounts frozen. The trial was quick. Ethan and 15 neighbors testified, their voices firm. Carl got 18 months. Vince, 12 with probation. Restitution was ordered, though recovery was unlikely. But Pinewood changed. The town council asked Ethan to lead a safety program funded, transparent. He agreed, insisting it empower residents. Volunteers trained, a watch network formed, neighbors connected. Aisha's son joined a teen safety class. Clara's birdhouses became a symbol of resilience. A year later, a documentary, Pinewood's Protector, aired. It showed Ethan training a woman who once feared strangers. The final shot, a sign at Pinewood's entrance community strong, protected together. Ethan, coffee in hand, stood by his Jeep. No stickers, no threats, just peace. They thought fear would break Pinewood. They didn't know Ethan trained guardians. Now, the neighborhood did too. If you were the one in this story, how would you react? Would you stand up and fight back, or accept the unreasonable pressure and control from the HOA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this VY Deo with more people. Your small action gives us the motivation to keep bringing you more intense and engaging stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next VY Deo.